power, and prosperity, and welcome to another divine edition of Let's Get Rich. Yeah, we live today going into the value of purpose and acknowledging the fact that purpose is value. Sometimes we may forget that when we aim to live a fulfilling life, a meaningful life full of meaningful days, okay? When we begin to understand what is value to us, okay? And what we also find valuable, okay? And at most times when there's some deep introspection there on this particular topic, we'll find that purpose is value, okay? When we aim to increase our value, okay? Because if we evolving, if we ascending, if we graduating to the next spirit, we are indeed aiming to increase our value. If we aim to increase our value, we must first aim, okay, to step into our purpose. We must also aim to walk in our purpose, activate our purpose, upgrade our purpose, expound in our purpose. All of this is the process of increasing our value. The more of a relationship, the more of a connection that we build with our purpose, the better we are. The better we are, the more valuable we are. Okay? So I don't want us to separate purpose from value or value from purpose. I don't want us to separate these two. Okay? I'm here to remind you that they belong together. They live in the same aerospace. Okay? They lie on the same dimension, operating in the same realm. Okay? They are achieved by the same coordinates in spiritual and mental GPSing system. When you find purpose, you will indeed find value. Okay, I'll give an example. If you know your purpose, okay, even if you don't know purpose on a broad level, and it's evolving, okay, within you, transforming into different bodies because it has a shapeless reality. Okay, when you walk into relationships, if it's a partnership and you know what you're supposed to be doing, this becomes a valuable partnership. If it's a relationship and you knows what you're supposed to be doing within a relationship, it becomes valuable. Okay, when man, woman, or anything in between share a relationship and they know their particular roles because they know their purpose, then there's value. Not only is there value within them, but there's value within there's value within the relationship. The relationship itself becomes more valuable. I want us to understand this. Okay? Purpose is value. When you can go into your workspace, into the office, understanding your purpose, no matter if it's the ideal workplace or, a job, okay? No matter if it's ideal or not, if you understand your purpose and your purpose being there, it increases the value of that place. It increases the value of yourself, okay? Purpose is value and value is purpose, okay? They live within the same room, within the same space, okay? So some of us are wondering, why do our days seem shorter? Why does life seems like it's going by faster? Are you one of those individuals? Okay, you may be noticing life is going by faster. Your days and your weeks and your months are going by faster. I want you to understand, okay, this is due to the lack of value. This is due to the lack of purpose. When you're not living meaningful days, those days get shorter. When you're not living meaningful days, those days seem shorter. Okay, those days seem shorter when they're not meaningful. When they're not purposeful. When your days are full of substance, they are long. You feel like it's been all day, all day. You feel like that afternoon been afternoon all day. You feel like that nighttime has been the nighttime all day. Okay? So I want us to understand that purpose, okay, not only has the ability to increase your value, okay, but this also has the ability to increase the duration in your days, the time spent there, and also, okay, it has the ability to increase the longevity of your days and the longevity of your health and wealth, okay? Because when you're spending more time in your days, okay? Satisfaction is reached. When you're spending more times in your days, okay? Happiness is more or less a second breath or wind for you, okay? When you're spending more times in your days, okay, operating in a higher energy and frequency and positive energy, okay, it's second nature for you because you spent more time here. What does that mean to spend more time here? You are present. And when you are present, you walking in purpose. When you are present, you living on purpose, okay? When you present, you are truly reaping the value of the day. You are truly reaping the value of your body, the value of your mindset, okay? The value of the life that you have when you are present. When you're not present and you spending more time in your mind than you spending in your reality, okay? The days are shorter. Sometimes when you may realize the day has breezed past, look at where you may have been. Was it in the present? Okay? So this message is from the universe. I'm just here to remind you, okay, how to reach value and how to allow value to reach purpose. How to use purpose to reach value. How these two are synonymous to the same energy. Purpose and value is synonymous to the same energy. You feel worthless? How far are you away from your purpose? You feel useless? How far are you away from your purpose? You feel like people can do whatever they want to you or treat you a certain type of way? How far are you away from your purpose? And then also understand that like energies attract like energies. So if you are a distance from your purpose, look at the people you are attracting. If you are a distance from your value, look at the people you are attracting, okay? You're sharing the same correspondence, okay? Which will grow. It will grow into the way you not only keep all relationships, but also the relationship between your loved ones, the relationship between your offspring, your family. I want you to understand how things spread because we're speaking on energy. Nevertheless, do yourself a favor by keeping your energy locked on a purpose. Do yourself a favor by keeping your energy locked on value, okay? In all the other attributes, okay, of purpose and value will follow, okay? When you keep your energy locked on value, keep your energy locked on purpose, the attributes will follow, such as courage, confidence, and bravery, such as happiness, satisfaction, and satiation, such as presentness, awareness, and enlightenment. All of these will find you, okay? Shall you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always reach me, thelaquamefoundation.com. Shall you be interested in my holistic essential or my copper essentials, thelaquamefoundation.com, okay? And be sure to subscribe to this page, okay? Take some time out to go ahead and press that subscription button. We're going to wait for you. Thank you. Make sure you got your notification bell on because we live, okay? Daily at this point as we increase ourselves, we increase in our value, we increase in our purpose, and we're going to increase the relationship that we have with each other and also the relationship we have with the universe, okay? Listen, you are loved, you are appreciated, you are worthy, okay? Of purpose, of value, and everything that you ask for. You remember that, okay? But to get there, you're going to only have to get there through a rich mind. Rich minds create rich spirits that create rich bodies. And for that matter, let's get rich. Thank you.